Hi one and all. So in the previous class we learned how we can able to automate SAP applications using UiPath Studio, right? And we understood one more important plugin called a Java plugin, which is basically a software or a piece of code which comes with Java runtime environment. And when you have to use Java plugin, it is very simple. Whenever you want to automate Java applications or make it simple, whenever you want to deal with the Java applications, then you need a plugin called Java plugin, right? So what is the step that we have to follow in order to install Java plugin in the UiPath Studio? It's very simple. In the older version of UiPath Studio, you have to choose an option called setup. When you click this, you will find an option called setup extensions. Then you have to click on this. Then you will get an options like this. And here you need to choose a Java. Then automatically it will download the component and it will configure UiPath Studio. This is the steps that we have to follow in order to install Java plugin to the UiPath Studio. And remember, this is the steps that you have to follow in older versions of UiPath Studio. Now I will show you what are the steps that you have to follow in order to install Java plugin in the current version of the UiPath Studio. Now I will directly go to the tool, and this is the current version that we are using, right? And here you have to go to the home and go to tools, and can you see an option called Java here? Okay, this is the place the RPA developer has to go in order to install Java plugin. Just make sure that your computer has been connected to internet and click on this. Automatically the plugin will be downloaded from the server and it will install in the UiPath Studio. So clear? Okay, this is the steps that you have to do in order to install Java plugin in the current version of the UiPath Studio. And in the presentation they have mentioned the steps that the user or the RPA developer has to follow to install Java plugin in the older version of UiPath Studio. Clear? So in today's class, objective is to learn about Citrix automation, where we already have learned about Citrix automation even in the previous class. Just once again we shall recall Citrix automation, and we shall try to cover one more interesting plugin called Mail Plugin. Okay, Mail Plugin. So these are the objectives of today's class. Okay, once again we shall revisit Citrix automation, and then we shall cover one more plugin called Mail Plugin. Clear? Okay. Now according to the author, see here, he is asking, can we automate an application running on another machine or a remote machine while we are accessing it remotely with the activities that we have used with simple GUI? Very simple, make it simple. He is asking that, can you automate the applications which are running on the remote machine? Okay, let us assume this is the local machine, this is the local machine, this is the remote machine. So you already have learned how to automate the task, let us say T1 running on the local machine, right? Running on the local machine, right? And you have learned this, right? So you may have used click activity or double click activity or key press activity or send hotkey activity. See, these are examples that we have learned to what I can say, to build the robots which will complete, let us say, task T1 on the local machine, right? So now what the author is telling that, can we use the same activities that we have used here in order to build a robot which will automate the task T1 on the local machine, or can we use the same activities to automate the task, let us say T2 running on remote machine. So did you understand the scenario? So it is asking the activities that we have learned to build a robot which will complete the task T1 on the local machine. Can we use the same activities to build a robot which will automate the task T2 on the remote machine? So this is what the question is, and the answer is remember, the answer is no when in approximately in 2018, but in 2020 the answer is yes. So please make a note on this. The answer is no in approximately in 2018, but in now 2020 the answer is yes. I will show you how it is so Don't worry, in few minutes I will show you how it is. Okay, then we shall see an example. Let us assume that we are using older version of the UiPath Studio, that is 2018 version, and we shall see an example. Then we shall talk about 2020 or current version of the UiPath Studio. Clear? Okay. Now let us assume we are in 2018 version of UiPath Studio. In that case, we already, as I said, we know how to automate the desktop application running on the local machine, right? And the activities that we may have used to build a robot to complete the task, let us say T1 on the desktop or a local machine, is click, double click, or other activities, right? Okay, and he is telling that we cannot use these activities when you are dealing with another system. That's what I said in few minutes back. And the reason is why do not those activities, I mean normal activities like click and double click, not work with the desktop connection? The answer is so there you will deal with images. I will give an example of this, don't worry. So the answer is, because since you are dealing with images of another system, or since you will use the image of the remote machine, these activities will fail to recognize the UI element or target element, it seems. That's why we can't able to use the activities that we were using to build a robot in a local machine. That activities can't be used to run a task on the remote desktop or remote machine, because whenever you are dealing with local machine and remote machine, and when you want to build a robot to automate the process running on the remote machine, then actually you will fetch the image, desktop image or the process image, okay, of the remote machine here in the form of an image. Hence the activities that you are using to build a robot running on the desktop machine will not work. I will give an example for this, don't worry. So recording activities such as click or double click may not accurately capture, this is the reason, may not accurately capture the position of the target UI element on the remote system. Okay, I will give an example for this, don't worry. Okay, now we shall go one level below, so we shall better understand by taking this example. Let us say we have two machines, machine A and machine B. Machine A screen resolution is let us say 1366 into 768, while another machine resolution is 1028 screen resolution. This is screen resolution, 1024 768 resolution. Okay, suppose if we are connecting machine A to machine B, let us assume machine A is our machine B is the remote machine, right? Now machine B with resolution so and so is being accessed by machine A. Let us assume that machine A is trying to access machine B. Okay, what actually happens is that the front end image of the machine B window is being sent to machine. I mean, as I said, the desktop image or the front end image of this machine B will be sent to machine A in the form of an image. Okay, just I am writing rows and columns to represent image, clear, in the form of an image. Hence they are telling that we cannot click on an image. It means more specifically we can't able to specify the position of the target UI element. Let us say UI element means it can be a button or it can be a field, etc. and so on. Since both machines have different resolutions, sending coordinates of an element to another machine is error prone. That's what they are telling. Okay, now I think it is better time to give an example to understand this, why it is difficult. So to understand this, I will give a simple example. Okay, let us assume that this is the remote machine screen resolution. Can you see a wide? Okay, this is the display size. Screen resolution means display size of machine B. Okay, of machine B. Okay, make a note on this. B is present actually. Let us assume. Okay, this is x axis, this is y axis. Okay, x axis and y axis. Okay, let us assume this is the coordinate that you are looking for. Okay, for better clarity. Okay, this is the coordinate that you are looking for, or the point that you are looking for to specify the target UI element. Let us assume this is the position, this is the actual position of the target UI element, right? This one, red color. Okay, now if the screen resolution changes, can you see here? If the screen resolution changes to some m cross n, see here, actually the actual position of this point was this, but if the resolution changes, the actual position of the target UI element has been changed. Actually you want to extract the component present at that point, but now since different machines are using different resolution, now actually it is extracting this, but this is not actually the required target element. Actually required target element was the previous one. Okay, this one. Okay, this one. I hope you understood what is the problem that it will create when different machines have different resolutions. Clear? Okay, that's what that is a simple example to better understand why it is difficult to actually locate the target UI element, or to get the actual coordinates of a target UI element. Clear? So that's why in the older version of UiPath Studio, what they did is they have given an option called Citrix automation. See here, in older version of UiPath Studio, they have RPA developer has to use this option which comes under recording in order to automate the task running on the remote machine. Clear? So there Citrix automation will come into picture. So these are the summary of the problems. We already have discussed this, correct? Okay, that's why Citrix environment come into picture, and it will give these are the controls or the activities that you can use under Citrix recording. Okay, directly we'll jump into the example. Okay, and behind the scene, Citrix environment uses a protocol. See, this is the backbone of remote connection called remote desktop protocol. Okay, this is the as I said, backbone which will be used by Citrix environment in order to connect the local machine to the remote machine. Clear? Okay, directly I will jump into the example. See here. Now let us assume that this is the page, or let us assume that you are trying to open the Google page in the remote machine, and you are trying to type the keyword RPA development in the search box, and you are trying to click the Google search button here. Okay, this is what you are trying to do, or trying to automate this task. So in case of Citrix recording, so first choose this option, Citrix recording option. Then once you click on this Citrix recording option, then you will get this is the very important. This is, as I said, in 2018. Now we are talking about 2018. Okay, these are the controls that you will find: click image, click test, type, send hotkey. So this is what I said. These are the controls or activities that you will get whenever you are choose Citrix recording. Clear? Okay, using those controls, specify the target UI element. You specify this as a target UI element, and then which activity that you have used here, you are using type activity, and you already aware what is the use of this ticking the checkbox, and you have to supposed to enter the text value that has to be typed here, and then you are using click image, okay, activity in order to specify this target UI element. Here actually you are specifying the position. That's what I said, especially in Citrix environment, the target element was can able to be identified using coordinates or position of the target UI element. Clear? So then you can as usual you can press F5, or you can run the robot to check whether it is working properly or not. Clear? Okay, but in current version of UiPath Studio, that is 2020, the scenario is completely different, and the problem that RPA developer was facing in 2018 with Citrix environment or Citrix recording has been removed completely with an option called native Citrix. Okay, can you see here, suitable for desktops and apps virtualized through Citrix technology. So this is a new component that comes with the new version of UiPath Studio. And actually, if you click on this, see here, you can use click activity also, then type, send out key, copy, okay, text, image. This is the control that you will get, and you can use this recording. Previously, see if you observe, can you see there is no recording here? Can you see? So this is the current version. Okay, it is better to place one by one. Current version. Previously it has click image, click text. See here, there is no click image, click text. Instead there is an option called recording, which you people have already used this in order to record the actions performed by human being on the application to build the robot on the desktop applications, right? So in the older version, you are not having this recording option. So this actually gives flexibility for the RPA developer to build a robot which will automate the task running on the remote machine too. So that's what I said, the scenario is completely different in current version of 2020. Clear? I hope you understood Citrix in the previous version of UiPath Studio and native Citrix, which is the upgraded version in the current version of UiPath Studio. So now there is one more interesting plugin called Mail Plugin. Okay, and as the name itself says, this plugin is used whenever you want to send them, or whenever, make it simple, whenever you are dealing with emails, or you want to send emails automatically to the receiver, right? So that's what the author is telling. To use any mail activities, first and foremost you need to install mail package, because the mail plugin comes with mail package. Clear? And to check whether the mail package is installed or not, this is the keyword that you need to use in the activity panel. Okay, let me go directly to the current version of the UiPath Studio, and we shall see that mail activities are already installed. Yeah, can you see the activities, mail activities? Okay, so it means the mail activity or package or plugin has already been installed in the current version of UiPath Studio. If it is not installed, as usual, you people are familiar with the steps, go to manage package icon. Okay, so here I think you people are familiar with this manage package window, and in the filter you type the keyword called mail here, then you will get a result here. So if you get a result like this, uninstalled, it means it has already been installed in the UiPath Studio. And if there is an option called install here, then click on this and make sure that your computer has been connected to internet. Then automatically it will download the plugin and it will configure the tool. Clear? Okay, so this is what the activities which comes under mail package. Clear? Okay, and depending on the requirement, you can use either, can you see, look at the figure, you can use either SMTP or POP3 or IMAP. These are different protocols. Okay, I won't go in depth about this, because this are the application layer protocols that you will learn in communication networks or computer networks. Okay, simple mail transmission protocol, post office protocol version 3. Okay, and internet mail access protocol, this is the latest one, and this is the one that will be used more frequently. Okay, as I said, I won't go in depth about computer network concepts. Anyhow, we will learn these in the communication network, but make sure that these protocols or the corresponding activities, can you see here, corresponding activities will be used depending on the requirement. Clear? Okay, at a high level, this is used to send the mail messages, and POP3, the author is telling that this is not the preferred choice. Okay, it is, but it is still used to receive the mail messages, and it is used to receive the mail messages. It is a better option than POP3. That's what I said. This is better option than POP3. Okay, mail message activity is used to receive the mail messages. See here, it gives flexibility to manipulate mail messages, and it can also be accessed remotely. So the bottom line is, if you want to send mail messages, or if you want to receive mail messages automatically, in a sense, if you want to build robots to perform sending mail and receiving mail, then you have to use a plugin called Mail Plugin, which comes with a mail package. And if you automatically, the mail package will be present in the current version of UiPath Studio. If you don't find that mail package, then we discuss the steps that we have to follow in order to configure your UiPath Studio with a mail plugin. Clear? So with this, I will conclude the session. In this session, just we revisited Citrix automation, and remember, in the textbook and in the presentation, concepts has been explained with respect to UiPath Studio 2018 version, but the scenario is different with respect to Citrix automation in the current version of UiPath Studio. I hope I have told you the difference. And then we covered one more interesting plugin called Mail Plugin, and as the name itself says, that plugin is used to whenever you want to send or receive, generally at a high level, the mail messages. Clear? So in the next class, we shall go ahead with one more interesting plugin called PDF plugin or Word plugin, etc. and so on. So with this, I will conclude the session. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. So thank you, one and all.